Hello and welcome to Gibson Field here in Canton, Massachusetts. I'm Kevin Prake, along with my cameraman Jameson Smith and my statistician Joshua Nix, and we are here to bring you Varsity baseball action featuring the Canton Bulldogs and the Sharon Eagles. Who will win? Who will lose? Find out next. Wait, hold on. Yes. And if he's up again, it's not the time to... And here we go with our first pitch. And there's a bunt right down the right side of the field, and that is out. For the first out of the inning. And here we go, we have Joe Peccia, who is normally the catcher for the Canton Bulldogs, but he is pitching today to Joe Byers, who has not played a home game all season, but is now the catcher for today. And they show another bunt, and that is a foul. 0-1 the count. So we have the Joe to Joe connection going on here. We have Joe Peccia pitching and Joe Byers catching. We also have the former catcher, who's now pitching today for the Canton Bulldogs, as they are facing the Sharon Eagles. The pitch. Is a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike. And here we go, Joe Peccia with the pitch. That is another ball. 3-1 the count to the first batter of this baseball game. The pitch is knocked down the left field side, and that is foul. Full count. There is 1 out here in the top of the first inning. And there is a full count to the Sharon batter. The pitch is a strike. And that retires that hitter. And in comes the third hitter for the Sharon Eagles. There's a ball to number 14, Singer. So the pitch is hammered deep into center field, but it is caught, and that retires the side, and that is a quick 1-2-3 inning for Joe Peccia. So at the end of the top of the first, the score is the Canton Bulldogs 0, the Sharon Eagles 0. And here we go, ready to start the bottom of the first inning, as the first Bulldog up to bat is number 4, McMahon. McMahon takes first strike, 0-1 the count. And Zalangetti's pitch is hit down the first base line, and that will be an out. So with that ground out, it results in the first out of this bottom of the first inning. So number 23, Zalangetti, is the pitcher for the Sharon Eagles. And up next is number 14, Kevin Powers. And that is strike 1, 0-1. In opening day, Powers threw a shutout complete game, and he only allowed 5 hits throughout the whole game, as Canton won against Foxborough 13-0. And that is a single into left field here for number 14. Was Doyle playing today? Sean Doyle. Who's up? Who is 19? Is that 19? Who's third? So as number 19, the pitcher, Peccia, is up to bat. It is a ball, 1-0. As the wind is starting to pick up here at Gibson Field. It is not very significant, but it is definitely a factor going on. The pitch is a strike, 1-1. Peccia has been the catcher for both of Canton's home games thus far, but has now moved to the position of pitcher. He is on the opposite side, as that is the pitcher, number 23, checks on the runner at first base, and Powers remains safe. Getty looks at first base, winds up, and he checks on the runner again, and he is safe. And the pitch is foul. 1-2 the count. As Peccia takes his time, gets out of the batter's box, and now steps right back in. And here we go with the pitch. As Powers goes to try to steal second, and he will be safe. As Powers steals second base for the first steal of the game. Powers takes his lead at second base. And pitcher checks Kevin, and the pitch is off. And it is a swing and a miss. And that strikes out Joe Peccia. Here we go, number 9, Jerrier is at the bat. Jerrier was the pitcher last time for Canton in their 5-3 win against Fairhaven over April vacation. As the wind picks up again, as it is flying to the left, but it is definitely a factor now, majorly significant. As the pitcher checks on number 14, Powers. The pitch is a strike. 1-0, 0-1 the count. You get a bit quicker than she may be like. And there's a swing going to the count. I was just getting comfortable with it. And he's all, we didn't do an intro or anything right now, so it's just odd to you're just gonna pick up pace. Pitcher checks. The pitch is off the foot of number 9, Jerrier. So that will be a foul. 0-2 remains the count. The pitch is a high sailing ball deep into inner right field, but that is out. So at the end of the first inning, the score remains the same, 0-0. Sorry, this is odd. The pitch is a strike. The pitch is a little grander towards the pitcher, but it will be picked up and shovel tossed to first base, and it will be out. His number 14, Powers, is at first base. And number 10, Goodman, is up for the Sharon Eagles, as he will be the second batter to bat in this top of the second. That ball is hit into center field, And it will be mishandled by the center fielder. And that will be a double for Goodman. And here we go, number 20, Hertz is at the bat. One out here in the top of the second. The pitch is a strike, 0-1. There is a runner on second, and he is in scoring position, as the score is Canton 0, Sharon 0. And that is another strike, 0-2 the count. Peccia winds up. Peccia's pitch is hit off the tip of the bat of number 20, but it will be an out, but it advances the runner to third base. He is now 90 feet away from scoring the first run of this game. And number 6, Chobot is up. That is a high, ball 1. So we're going to do it is like, I'll be like, hey, this guy's number, like, so you're marking it, like, yeah, just mark what they did, and I'll say, like, hey, number, whatever's up, and you're marking it. The pitch is swung wildly, but missed. That is a powerful swing by number 6, Chobot. As we have number 10, 90 feet away, and that is another ball. Two balls, no strikes. As number 10 takes his lead, the pitch is foul off the dirt. That was a wild bouncing ball, as that ball bounced right off the dirt and then bounced into the catcher's knee. Good thing it's protected, but that was an interesting play. And here's the pitch. That is another ball. And there's a full count here. There's 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. As there's a runner on third. There's a full count. The pitch is high, and there's the first walk of the game for Chobot. And Marcus is up at bat for the Eagles, and he is wearing number 17. We're running from the corner field at Gibson Field as the wind has shifted sides and is just subsided. And it's picked right back up, and the pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. 0-1 the count. The wind is going off and on here today, and here we go. As there was a check on the first baseman, but he is still safe, and we still have runners in the corners as they take their leads. He goes to steal second, and he will successfully do so. So now we have 2 runners in scoring position. Runners on second and third. 1-1 the count, but Chobot takes time. Margulis, excuse me. Margulis takes time. Goodman's on third. Chobot's on second. The pitch to 17, and that is a strike to Margulis.
Take that the other way. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch is a ball, 2-2.
2-2. Go, Marks.
Hey, what do you say, Mark? Mark, should we go lunch or something? Hey, see the strike, give it a ride, Mark.
The pitch is a high swinger, and the Sharon Eagles leave 2 on base, as after 1.5, the score remains 0-0.
Hey, we got a hit.
That is a strike, as we are here in the bottom of the second. as number 18, Jenkins, is up to bat, the third baseman. The pitch is in the dirt. 1-1 the count.
1-1.
Jenkins has been a very consistent, underrated player for the Bulldogs this home season. The pitch is hit down the third baseline, but it is past the third baseman and is into left field for a base hit. And here we go, number 23 is up to bat for the Bulldogs. And the catcher, Byers, is up to bat. As he takes the stands, this is his first home game of the year, and he is a strike. 0-1. Pitcher checks on the runner. The pitch is another ball. Who's the pitcher? Zalangetti checks the runner. You gotta make sure it's the same pitcher. The pitch is a strike. 2-1 the count. Runner takes his lead, and he is checked, and he is safe. And that ball is foul as number 18 goes and runs to second base off contact, as there are no outs here in the bottom of the second. And it is a 0-0 game right now. Canton has 0 and Sharon has 0. The pitch. 2-2 the count. The pitch is thrown to first base. As the wind starts to pick back up again after it has subsided. So the check on first base, the runner remains safe, and the pitch to home plate is hit into that gap in between third and the shortstop. So that advances on another hit for the Bulldogs, as Jenkins is on second and Byers is on first. And Capitelli is up at bat for the Bulldogs.
Jim, straight up.
Number 40, Casamento.
Careful.
Attempts a bunt there, but is unsuccessful. As it is 0-1, as it is 0-1 strike, no ball. And checks both runners and doesn't call. The pitch. He shows bunt and he looks to move his runner. And he is safe at second, but out at third. And that dust is flying right at us. After the unsuccessful attempt to move to third base to steal third base, number 18 Jenkins is out. But number 23 Byers successfully does steal second base. Casamento awaits the pitch and he swings at the dirt. And that is foul. No. We're bunts. Maybe it was a bunt. If the ball hits back, it's a bunt. The pitch is hit into the shortstop, and he will be out at second. So there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning, and number 23 Byers is up at bat.
Hey, look for your fastball here, boys.
Number 44 Maffey is up at bat. As number 23 Byers is on third base and he's taking his lead. The pitch is a strike.
Hey, look fastball and adjust. All right, look fastball and adjust.
1-1 the count. The wind is starting to pick up here. And the pitch is hit high into the gap, into third and shortstop. The ball just goes over the shortstop's head and is in to score the game's first run. So with that, in the bottom of the second inning with 2 outs, the Canton Bulldogs lead the Sharon Eagles by a score of 1-0. The check on first base, and he is safe. As the wind is picking up here in Gibson Field. Number 32 takes a strike. Danny Hartnett is up at bat. Hartnett has been a pinch hitter the past couple of games here at home, but takes a strike. And there were 2 strikes here in his at bat. He has been a pinch hitter for the first 2 games here at home, but he is starting today. The pitch is a strikeout. So the Bulldogs leave 1 on base, but score the game's first run. At the end of 2, it is the Canton Bulldogs 1, the Sharon Eagles 0. And here we go with the top of the third inning, where the Canton Bulldogs are leading the Sharon Eagles by a score of 1-0. Stam is up to bat for the Sharon Eagles. As number 21 takes ball 1. The left-hander high fly foul ball way out into the distance over the Bulldog bench. That is a high ceiling ball. That thing went at least 50 feet in the air. That was a high ceiling ball. And the pitch is high. It's a high ball, not nearly as high as the foul ball, but that is a high ball. As it results in the first ball. And the count is 3 balls, 1 strike. 3-1 the count as we are here at Gibson Field. The pitch is a walk. That is 4 ball as number 21 takes his base. So now we have the next batter up for the Sharon Eagles. As the wind is slightly taking effect, the team is playing the infield as that is a bunt. And here we go. Peccia still the pitcher for the Bulldogs, and he checks first base as that ball is in and out of the glove of number 24. And that pitch was a stunning one. As Peccia lines up the pitch, shows bunt, and that is a very successful bunt. The pitch, and as he is out, just flat out, he's just out. So that is the first out of the top of the third inning. As there are no runners on base,
Go, 7.
and Peccia gets ready for number 3. Evan.
Another one, Ben, another one.
The pitch
Hold up,
is a ball. One and oh count. As number 19 takes his position. The pitch is a ball. 2 ball. No strike.
Hold right there.
Stretch's pitch is another ball. 3 balls, no strikes. To Evan, the hitter for Gibson.
Right there, Ben. Hold right there, you're fine. Hold right there.
As there is a runner on second,
Good job, Kevin.
and he will take his base as Devin is walked.
Get away, come on, come on.
And number 14 is up for the Sharon Eagles. And last time he was up, he popped fly. And that is a strike. 0-1.
You good, Ben?
The pitch. He shows bunt as the Sharon Eagles continue to show bunt throughout the game. Just like the specialty of the Fairhaven Blue Devils was stealing, it looks like the specialty of the Sharon Eagles is bunting, as that ball is again high sailing foul ball, as it went almost as high as the last foul ball from a great Sharon hitter. Peccia takes his stance, gets set as he has runners both on second and first. 2-2 the count. The pitch is a foul ball bouncing right by our position here, as we are positioned on the third baseline. You may, if you have watched games in the past, you know that we are normally on the first baseline, but today we thought we'd switch it up for you and have a different angle. So the pitch is down in the dirt. 3-2 the count, full count. And Singer awaits the payoff pitch, and he strikes out. So 2 down here in the top of the third inning.
Anything in and to your left, go on. Alright?
Do your job.
As the Canton Bulldogs lead the Sharon Eagles by a score of 1-0. And Arnold is up at bat for the Sharon Eagles. And Aaron takes his position in the batter's box. Joe Peccia. And that is a check swing, but he goes just far enough around to result in a strike. So 0-1 the count. Peccia's pitch is another strike, as both runners on bases, first and second, are taking significant leads. Byers, the catcher, making sure that they do not attempt to steal third base. The pitch is a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Arnold. And that is a ball, 2-2. Pitch is a high sailing foul ball into the woods right behind Gibson Field. Unlike most balls, that ball will be seen again because it just bounced over the barrier. So now we have runners on both first and second. As there was a check on the runner in second as he looked to be unaware, and he just made it to second base. And that ball hit to the left field as that ball is fumbled around and it has to be thrown in. As a successful 2-run RBI puts that ball deep into left field and results in a 2-run double. For Arnold is a 2-run double, and that has the Sharon Eagles leading in this game by a score of 2-1. We are here in the top of the third with 2 outs. The pitch is hammered into deep center field, and that will result in the end of the third. The top of the third, that is. So at the end of 2.5, it is the Sharon Eagles on top by a score of 2-1. And here we go at the bottom of the third inning. And the show bunt, but that is an unsuccessful bunt as we are at the top of the lineup with number 4, McMahon, up to bat for the Bulldogs. As that is a foul ball, 0-1 the count. And that is another foul, 0-2. McMahon grounded out last time, resulting in an out, so he's 0-1 in this game. As we are here in the bottom of the third inning, and that is a ground ball to the first base, but he will be safe this time. So try again, and this time it proved successful. So that is a single for McMahon. And now up is number 14, Powers, who pitched a shutout in a complete game. You know, on opening day here at Gibson Field, he only allowed 5 hits in Canton's victory against Foxborough. That ball's in the dirt. Oh, 0-2 the count. The pitch is hit with high velocity into center field. And that will be a single for Powers, as we now have runners on first and second. McMahon is in scoring position. And number 23 for the Eagles is still pitching. Zaninghetti for that pitcher. Gets the windup, and he pitches in, and they show bunt as the Bulldogs look to advance. As the pitcher, Peccia, advances the runners with that bunt. So with 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning, it is the Sharon Eagles by a score of 2-1. But that is in serious jeopardy right now, as the Bulldogs have McMahon on third and Powers on second, and Jerry at the plate. The cleanup hitter Jerry pitched a very successful complete game last week against Fairhaven, as he pitched a complete game and won 5-3. 1-1 the count. The pitch is fair as a hit pass right past the third base line, and he is safe at second. Number 9, Jerry, does exactly what just happened to the Bulldogs, as he hits a ball down the third base line and scores a RBI double, scoring 2 runs. So with that, it is the Canton Bulldogs 3, the Sharon Eagles 2, here in the bottom of the third inning. 1 out and a runner on second. And that is a strike to Jenkins. 0-1. The pitch is another strike, 0-2.
Here we go. Grip. Jimmy J. Come on, 1-8. Need you.
The pitch is a ball, 1-2.
Grip.
The wind is slightly picking up here at Gibson Field, but that is another ball. So 2 consecutive strikes, 2 consecutive balls. To the number 5 hitter, Jenkins. Number 23's pitch is hit high into left field. Fair, and that will most likely result in a run for the Bulldogs. The ball is in deep left field, 320 feet. That ball is hammered, as that is another RBI double for the Bulldogs, putting them on top 4-2.
Hey, Jacob, up!
So the very offensive team, the Bulldogs, were shockingly quiet for the first couple of innings. But the Bulldogs that we have seen time and time again have come out to play, as they are just hammering away at the pitcher from Sharon. Zaninghetti, who has pitched quite a good game so far, but with two and 1/3 innings under his belt, the Bulldogs have been working him, and they have gotten to him and have been able to break this game open a little bit more. And that is a strike to number 3 Byer, who had the sacrifice bunt last time he was up at bat. Oh, for 1 he is, and the pitch is hit right off the ground as a hopper, and it will be a safe. It will be a single for Byers.
Hey, an excellent job by Jenkins. Our base running is very good. Man did a great job. Hey, Boyle, keep us going.
So now we have runners on first and second for the Bulldogs, as that ball is hit deep into the foul territory.
Hey, you're thinking one base at a time, right? Anything on the ground, read it. Don't get too deep. Straight line to me.
As Lipkowski throws a strike.
Look fast on it, Jones. Come on, 4-0.
The pitch is hit off the middle of the bat, and it will be caught, but knocked out of the glove
Oh, yeah, 1-8.
of the player from Sharon, the shortstop. The ball jumped from the ball came in and out of his glove as he threw it straight to the third baseman. And it's a tricky call by the umpire, but that is a safe play for the Bulldogs, as we now have the bases loaded. And number 44 is up at bat, and he swings and misses. Matthew has a count of 0-1. Casamento on first. Jerry on. That is a high sailing foul ball that is going deep into the back. As number 14 tracked it all the way back to incredibly deep foul territory, way past the dugout, but is unsuccessful, and we continue this at bat as Jenkins takes a very big lead. And we have Casamento on first, Byers on second, and Jenkins on third. One out here in the bottom of the third inning. The Bulldogs lead by a score of 4-2. And it is a swing and a miss. And it is a strikeout for the Bulldogs as Matthew strikes out and Hartner comes up. 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Anything, you're going anything here, as I can tell from my baseball experience. You're running anything here in this situation, and that ball is hit to the shortstop, number 21, as the Bulldogs have found the weak spot here for the Sharon Eagles, as they have hit almost all of their hits have come from that area and that the shortstop covers, and that scores another run, and it is a single. So the Bulldogs now lead by a score of 5-2, and that is a high fly ball that will result in the out as a pop fly, and that is the out for the bottom of the third inning. And at the end of 3, it is the Canton Bulldogs 5, the Sharon Eagles.
Let's go with you.
3, Sharon Eagles 2, 5-2 is the score going into the 4th inning. And here we are in the top of the 4th inning as Hertz is up to bat for the Sharon Eagles. As we have a new pitcher for the Bulldogs. Number 1, Sade is up to pitch for the Bulldogs. Peccia went a strong 3 innings. And the first 2 balls that Sade has thrown here in this game have been balls. It's 2-0 the count. And that is a strike, 2-1 to Hertz. There's a swing and a miss, 2-2 the count. And last time Hertz was up, he hit a single and was able to advance all the way to third base. The pitch from Sade, who gets that ball is hit straight into the glove of the third baseman Jenkins. It results in the 4th inning, its first out. So with 1 out here in the 4th inning, number 6 is up at bat for Sharon. Shabbat swings and misses. 0-1 on the count. If I were this guy, there's a ball, 1-1 on the count. So get up to my ear so I can hear it. As the wind is starting to pick up here at Gibson Field, is brisk weather. Definitely, as that ball is sailing into left field, and it is caught by left fielder number 4, McMahon. So with 2 outs here in the 4th inning, number 17 goes up for Sharon in this top half. Margaret is up to bat with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. The pitch, Sade, and that ball is foul into the dark abyss known as the woods behind the visitors' dugout. There's been many a ball lost behind those woods, from the dugout into the woods. Now, Noah's pitch is to the second baseman, and the foot came off the bag as that ball was hit to the second baseman, who threw it to first base. But as the routine play seemed to be happening, The ball was just a little bit too far for Powers to reach, so his foot came off the bag. And as a result, Marquez was able to make it to first base and resulting in a single.
Go, bud.
Stand is up for the Sharon Eagles now with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning. And that is a ball. 1-0.
Go, Ben.
The pitch is a ball.
Look for it, Ben.
2 balls, no strikes. C takes his stance. The runner at first takes his. And that is another ball. 3 straight balls. 3-0 the count. Here in the top of the 4th inning, where the Canton Bulldogs are leading the Sharon Eagles by a score of 5-2. The pitch is a strike. 3-1 the count.
We got 2-1. Ready to swing.
Margulis is on first base, ready to go at anything. The pitch is a swing and a miss. And we have a full count on our hands.
Here he goes.
So as the full count here, that is a high sailing foul ball as the runner, Marquez, trying to steal second base, has to go back because you can't steal a base on a foul ball. So with a full count here in the top half of the 4th inning, the Eagles look to keep this inning going as they are down 3 runs. As that ball is fouled off the ankle of the Sharon hitter, as you will take some time to look at that because that looks like it hurt. That bounced off the ball of the ankle there. Definitely the joint that connects the ankle to the foot. That bounced off one and banged into the other one. And I might hear some metal hitting some ankle. There was nothing good that happened in that foul ball. And that ball is hit. That is high sailing, high into left field and is caught by the left fielder. Number 4, McMahon. That ball went sailing from after right off the ankle. That ball went sailing from the bat to shallow left field, and it was a pop fly. So at the end of 3.5, it is time to stretch. It's not time to stretch, it's the middle of the game. And well, you can stretch if you want to. But the score is the Canton Bulldogs 5, the Sharon Eagles 2. Hey Josh, is that yours? Jamie.
Can't let your mom buy your shoes. They were nice.
And the pitch is that was a thud. Off of that ball, and that is a home run for number 14, Powers. That was a ear-shattering thud off the end of that bat, right off the sweet spot, and that is a home run for number 14. The first home run recorded here all season at Gibson Field. 326 feet. That was a staggering shot. My ears are still ringing. That's how loud this thing was. It was extremely loud. And that ball just stayed fair. And that's a home run. So 6-2 is the Bulldogs score. The pitch is down in the dirt. 1-0. As the wind is starting to pick up here at Gibson Field. And the pitch comes again. And that is another ball. 2 balls, no strikes. As Sharon has kept in their pitcher the whole game. And the pitch, number 23, gets another ball. So 3-0 the count. Getty takes a stance. The pitch is a strike. As number 19, Peccia, was thinking it was a ball, but it was a strike. And the pitch is hit. And that ball is missed by the center fielder, as there was a mess in the outfield. Right field came in. He tried to get the ball. There's little communication back there, as right field tried to come in. He slid, tried to get the ball. It looked like center field had the ball really quickly, but then he missed the ball. Then they tried to throw the ball through second, then people would push that way. And the weirdness ensued, and it resulted in a double for Peccia, who had pitched the first 3 innings of this game. And now number 9, Sharon, is up to bat for the Bulldogs. And he gets another double. Another RBI double for Sharon, who gave Canton back the lead last time. He hit an RBI double. It scored 2 runs. This time it scores 1. So with that, the score is 7-3 in favor of the Bulldogs. Zero outs here in the So 0 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, as the Bulldogs are leading by a score of 7-3. And Sharon has a new pitcher after giving up 7 runs. Getty is no longer, he pitched a very successful 3.5. Pitched a very successful 3 innings, and he will also go out. So Canton and Sharon take other pitches from 3 innings, and the new pitcher for Sharon is number 26, Arnold. So yes, we're here in the bottom of the 4th inning at Gibson Field. The Canton Bulldogs are leading the Sharon Eagles by a score of 7-3. The sun has come out, as it was starting to get a little gloomy here at Gibson Field, but it has become a beautiful day for baseball. There has been constant wind fluctuating in its direction, and there have been constant RBI doubles for the Bulldogs, as they have recorded at least 3. So there are 2 more warm-up pitches for Arnold. Number 26 for the Eagles. As everybody gets set back in position. And there is, we await the final warm-up pitch. The warm-up pitch is in there. So now, with the warm-up complete, give me like the stats on Jenkins is up at bat for the Bulldogs as he resumes play here at Gibson Field. There's a ball, 1-0. And Jenkins takes time as he steps out of the batter's box. And the pitch is a sailing ball foul. 1-1 the count. That was a resounding thud as that ball slammed into something. Jenkins has had a very productive day as he has been on third base. And as he's the third baseman, and he's been all over the field. He's had multiple hits and has helped his team tremendously. The pitch is a ball. 3-1 the count. And that is a ball 4. Jenkins will take his base here in the bottom of the 4th inning. So a leadoff walk.
Come on, JB. Hey, nobody out. Read
For
it.
Aaron.
Get a good jump on the ground.
As his first pitcher, as his first batter is a walk. And now we have number 23, Byers, to the bat. Runners on first and second for the Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. That is a ball. 1-0.
Side straight, be smart, team first. Hey, Fierce, 2-3.
Ball. 2-0.
6 straight, be smart.
As Jerrier is in scoring position on second base. And the pitch is a strike.
Hey, take a spot.
2-1.
Hey, gotta be you.
The pitch is a swing and a foul tip into the dirt. 2-2 the count. To number 23, Byers.
Hey, freeze on line.
0 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. The Bulldogs have runners on second and first. That is another ball. Full count here at Gibson Field. The Bulldogs lead the Sharon Eagles by a score of 7-3. 7-2. That ball is foul into the unforgiving farce, where balls get lost after fouls are committed. As Aaron looked for the pitcher Aaron looked to his catcher to find out what pitch to throw next. Number 23 Byers stepped out of the box to get a timeout, and we will repeat the process again, but without the step out of the batter's box. And that is a ball, and that will load the bases. So the second walk for Aaron, he has faced 2 hitters and has walked both of them. So now Casamento, it takes strike 1. Griffin Jerrier on third, Jenkins on second. Byers on first. That is a pop fly, and it will result in the first out of the bottom of the 4th inning. As the wind picks up here at Gibson Field, flying to the left. And Maffey is at the bat, and he steps out of the box. And here we go, Maffey back in the box. And the pitch is hit high in the air, and it will result in a second out. So after 2 consecutive walks from Aaron, he gets 2 consecutive pop-ups, as that was a loud hit off of the bat of Maffey. It sounded like he just missed the sweet spot on the bat. So now we have Noah Said up to pinch hit, and he gets it to the shortstop and collides with the first baseman. And he is getting up slow, but he looks to be all right. And he will be out at first base as the crowd claps to glad that everybody's okay. So the Bulldogs lead, the bases loaded. But after a home run for Kevin Powers, Powers extends the Bulldogs' lead to a score of 7-3. And Filipkowski is the first batter of the 5th inning for the Sharon Eagles, as that ball is a high sailing foul ball, and the infield moves in on Filipkowski as he is at the top of the lineup. And the pitch is a line drive hit to left field, and there is miscommunication in left field by the left fielder and the shortstop, and it will result in a single for Filipkowski. Say is still up for the Bulldogs. He is still the pitcher. And now number 3 is up to bat for the Eagles. And Filipkowski steals second base. One ball, no strikes to Tevin.
You good, bud?
He's going!
And he's going again straight.
Nice stop, Jake, nice stop!
Filipkowski
Doesn't matter.
steals second and third on 2 back-to-back pitches. So now Filipkowski is 90 feet away from getting a run for the Eagles. And it is a strike.
Good hitter, 3.
2-1 the count. That ball is hit into the gap between left and center. And that will score the Eagles' first run since the 3rd inning. So now the score is the Canton Bulldogs 7, the Sharon Eagles 3. So he checks the runner, and off that RBI single, the RBI single that resulted in the run for the Eagles, as he is now running.
Good! Hold up, Tevin. On the bag.
As Tevin steals second base, as that ball went over the head of the second baseman, but then was caught by the shortstop. He was standing right behind him.
Tevin, there you go.
The pitch is foul. It is looked foul, but it falls in play and is straight to the third baseman, resulting in an out.
Right there, Tevin. Hold right there.
So with the first out here in the top of the 5th inning, Arnold takes strike 1. Arnold is the second pitcher for the Eagles in this game. He took over in the 4th inning. And that is a ball. 1-1 the count. As there is a Runner on second for the Eagles as they trailed the Bulldogs by 4 runs. And then it is a wild pitch out of the catcher's glove and out of his control, resulting in a second ball.
Right there, Travis. You're good right there.
The pitch is a strike.
Go, Aiden.
2-2 the count.
You're good, you're good.
The pitch is hit high up in the air, and it is into foul territory,
Come on,
and
Tevin, come on, Tevin.
it will result in the game's
Go, 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 go.
second out of the 5th inning, but the sacrifice is well worth it as the Eagles score yet another run. So now the score is the Sharon Eagles 4, the Canton Bulldogs 7. As there are 2 down here in the top half of the 5th inning. And Goodman is up to bat for the Sharon Eagles. The pitch is a strike. 0-1 the count. So the pitch is a ball, 1-1 the count. It is eerily quiet here at Gibson Field. Normally there is another softball game, going adjacent to this on the opposite side on the adjacent field, but there's nothing going on today. There is no sounds behind us. It is just eerily quiet. As the pitch is hit off the bat of Goodman, and Goodman will take a single. As there is a sloppy play as the Bulldogs get the ball back into play from center field. So after a single, Goodman will take first base. And now number 20, Kurtz, is up the bat. And that is a check on the runner. And he will be safe. 2 outs here in the top half of the 5th inning. The pitch. As that is yet another steal for the Sharon Eagles. 2 outs here in the bottom of the top of the 5th inning.
Hold your ground. Bond right there.
As it is starting to get a little more brisk out here.
Let's go, let's go.
That ball is hit straight to the shortstop, and it will result in the 3rd out of the top half of the 5th inning. So the Eagles leave 1 on, but they do gain 2 runs. So at the end of 4.5, the score is the Canton Bulldogs 7, the Sharon Eagles. And here we go. That is a ball, 1-0 to McMahon, the top of the lineup here for the Bulldogs. And that is a hit to the second baseman, but that ball will get to first base quicker than McMahon can. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So, number 14, Powers is up to bat. Last time he was up, he hit the game's first and only home run to left field, and the first home run in the season at home for the Canton Bulldogs. And that is a ball. 1-1 the count. Powers has had a very successful season so far, whether it be pitching or batting. as that ball heads straight towards us. And thankfully everybody is okay. That was a high speeding pitch. And an even higher speeding back. And everybody's okay. So that's good. Foul ball. And it is a ball. 2 on the count.
Sit on it.
The pitch is down in the dirt, 3-1. Powers takes the stance. He hit a home run last time he was up at bat. The pitch is a ball, and he will take his base. So now number 19 is up at bat for the Canton Bulldogs. Peccia, who pitched the first 3 innings of this game and allowed 2 runs, is up at bat. He normally plays catcher, but today he was the pitcher. And that ball is out of the hands of the first baseman as he looked to, as there was a check of the runner on first. The ball was just past the glove of the first baseman for Sharon.
That ball crossed?
He couldn't see there. JP thought it did. Yeah, Sharon can see it.
As the umpires are discussing. We are back in play, and that is a swing and a miss. Won the count to number 19, Peccia. And that is a ball that is hit past the first baseman. And that will be a successful single for number 19 as he advances Powers all the way to the opposite side of the field. So now number 9, Sharon, is with the bat for the Bulldogs. He hit a RBI double and another double, and he's got another hit. So this man has been hitting the ball just straight. Just straight shot. But that was a foul ball, and that results in a 0-1 count.
Hey, Griff!
The pitch. As the ball keeps dropping in and out of the glove of the Sharon Eagles. So here we go. Sharon waits the pitch from Arnold. Arnold checks first base, and he will be safe. Oh, and 1 count. Tense scene here at Gibson Field, and Sharon watches as his teammate, number 19, Peccia, successfully steals second base.
Come on, G, hit it hard, 9. 9.
Here we go with the pitch. And it is a strike. 2-2 to number 9,
Chad's got your
Sharon,
help, Joe.
as the Bulldogs have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, as the Bulldogs are leading the Sharon Eagles by a score of 7-4. The Bulldogs have 2 runners in scoring position. Powers on third, Peccia on second, and Jenkins at the plate. And that is a strike. 0-1. As the wind is picking up here at Gibson Field. The sun coming in from the third baseline as Jerry gets the ball and Nick goes. Jenkins has a ground out, and that will end the 5th inning. So, at the end of 5, the score is the Canton Bulldogs 7, the Sharon Eagles 4. 4.
Nice job.
And that is the first pitch strike to Chuba here in the top half of the 6th inning. So, here's the next pitch. And that is a pitch past the diving shortstop and results in a single for Chuba. So there has been a vast array of changes here for the Bulldogs fielder. Number 14, Powers, is now the pitcher. Gorham, number 24, is now the first baseman. And Peccia is now the shortstop, taking over for Powers. And Margulis just hit a foul ball down the first base line. Number 17, Margulis.
Go, 1-7. Hit it hard, kid.
As he shows bunt, trying to advance the runner, as the Eagles have been known to do throughout this game. Thieves in the night they are, stealing bases when nobody's looking. The pitch is foul into the woods.
Go, Mark.
Number 17. And he swings and makes contact with the ball.
Hold on, Sharon, hold up.
But he will be the out the Bulldogs needed.
What?
As it is a ground out for the Bulldogs.
What's them?
Okay. And there is 1 out here in the top half of the 6th inning.
One more step, Travis. Here you go.
Damn. Takes ball 1.
Go, 2-1. Another step, another step.
And the pitch is fouled off into the cage. I think that is the first pitch to be fouled off into the cage today. That is what it is designed to do, and it is the first time it has been used today, because the cage is not 50 feet high. And that ball was fouled off into the fence that outlines the Bulldogs dugout. The pitch is a strike, 2-2 the count.
Right there, Sharon. Another step.
The pitch is made contact with, and it will be a ground out to number 18, Jenkins, and he throws it to number 24, Gorham, and that results in the second out here in the top half of the 6th inning.
Come on, Nick, get away. Bring him in.
Hey, 2 down, play back, shoot across.
Now, in high school baseball, high school varsity baseball, there are only 7 innings, not 9. So this is beginning to become do or die for the Sharon Eagles here, because they only have 2 more plate appearances, 2 more guaranteed plate appearances here at this game. And they trail the Bulldogs by a score of 7-4. As we are here in the top half of the 6th inning, and they're 2 outs. The pitch is a swing and a miss. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Power sets in. And that is a strike. And that will retire the side. So if they end up 5.5, it is time to stretch. This time because this is the equivalent of the 7th inning stretch. And also, the Bulldogs are leading by a score of 7-4. And here we go, in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Bulldogs have their lead as Arnold is still at bat. Arnold is still pitching for the Sharon Eagles. And here's his next pitch. It is another ball, 1-1. 2-0. The count, 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch is a strike, 2-1. And there is a new catcher for the Sharon Eagles, number 11. And so he will take over. And that is a swing and a miss. 2-2 the count. To number 23 for the Bulldogs. That ball is into the dirt. Full count. And the pitch is fouled off the foot of Byers. That was a hard shot off the foot, and that thing ricocheted a good 60 feet. That looked like it hurt. Byers is a big man, but that was a hard hit, and that thing ricocheted very far away. The pitch is a strike, and that will strike out Joe Byers. As we have up number 3, the splendid fielder, the spectacular hitter, Hamrock. In the dirt, ball 1 to the splendid fielder. Hamrock has done just that, been a splendid fielder throughout the home games here against Foxborough and Fairhaven. And that was a swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. The pitch is swung and missed at. 1-2. The pitch is a ball. 2-2. The count to Mr. Hammer. And here's the pitch. And it is a ball. Full count.
They win about 3.
And that is a ball. And Hamrock will take his base. Here, as there is only 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Bulldogs are leading by a score of 7-4. As the wind picks up all of a sudden here at Gibson Field, and that ball is hit deep into the shortstop's area, and it will result in the 2nd out as it is a pop fly. So with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning, number 1, Sade, who pitched a couple of innings for the Bulldogs, is up at bat. And he awaits the next pitch. Who knows what could happen. And then there's a ball that almost hits number 1. So 2-0 the count to Mr. Sade. Sade hits a chopper straight to the shortstop, and he grinds it out, but is the 3rd and final out of the 6th inning. So at the end of 6, the Bulldogs leave one on and leave a man on, but they are still leading this game by a score of 7-4. And the pitch. Kevin takes strike 1, as Powers is still the pitcher for the Bulldogs. The pitch is in the dirt. 1-1 the count to number 3 for Sharon, as we are here in the top half of the 7th inning. That is a ball. 2-1. As Kevin awaits the pitch, and it is a high ball 3. The pitch is a check swing, but the umpire calls that it was not far enough. So 3-1. The pitch is a strike, and it will result in a strikeout for number 3, Kevin. The Eagles are down to their final 2 outs, as there is only 7 innings in these high school baseball games. Number 14 is up at bat. Singer is up at bat for the Sharon Eagles. The pitch is a chopper down to the first base, and it will result in a single for the Singer. As number 14 advances to first base off of that single. So, and here in the top half of the 7th inning, the Bulldogs lead by a score of 7-4. The Eagles have a man on first, but it's still down to their final 2 outs. And that is ball 1 to the pitcher Arnold, who hits the ball right past the first baseman. And it is deep into right field. As Kevin makes it to third base. And that is a single for Arnold. As we now have runners in the corners for Sharon. As the Bulldogs lead 7-4. And Goodman is up for the Sharon Eagles. The pitch is in the dirt for a ball.
Line drives, Goody.
1-1 the count. And it's 2-1 the count.
All right, what can you do?
2-1 the count. That is a ball 3-1 count. The pitch is a swing and a miss. Full count. Here in the top half of the 7th inning. The Bulldogs are just 4 strikes away from winning the game. That is 1 of the 4. As Power strikes out the second out of the top half of the 7th inning. The Eagles are down to their final out. The tying run is at the plate. What will the Eagles do as they have runners on the corners? The suspense is building here at Gibson Field. Burks is up the bat for the Bulldogs, for the Eagles, and is a high. And the Bulldogs have not lost yet here at home. Hurts looking to change that. Like 1-1 again. As the Bulldogs are just 2 strikes away from winning this game. The pitch is another swing and a miss. And here we go. This could be the final pitch of the game. Somebody is going to get hurting. And Hurts takes a high. Ball 1. 1-2 the count to the Sharon hitter. 2 outs here in the top half of the 7th inning. Kevin Powers takes the windup. And there's a ball 2-2.
Good hitter. Come on, Jason.
And there's a full count here. It's just like those scenarios you imagine when you were a kid. And there is a runner stealing second. But it does not matter, as this is the end of the game. The Bulldogs win their 3rd game at home, as they win by a score of 7-5 against the Sharon Eagles. So once again, the Bulldogs defeat the Sharon Eagles by a score of 7-4. For Canton Community Television, I'm Kevin Craig, along with my cameraman Jameson Smith and my statistician Joshua Nix. So long from Gibson Field. Have a great night, and thank you for watching.